expected. It's a clash that the midfield has to win for their team. You have to control the midfield, dominate the midfield, and try to send your attackers in rampage, because these two sides have possessed some of the most lethal attackers when it comes to the league this season, with Remo Stars having the highest goal scorer in Bolaji Olamide, and for Nasarawa Amazons, of course, they do have Janet Akekoromowe, who we know is also lethal in her own right as well. So midfield battle as well as attacking threats for the two sides. Whoever will take advantage of that might probably just win this game. Joe, what do you think of that?
Definitely. Like I said, it's a battle of two teams who have everything in their arsenal to actually win the game at the end of the day. And for Remo Stars ladies, having Bolaji Olamide, having, like I mentioned earlier on, having Olamide, having Kapabashiru, who both combined to score 4 goals, with Fayad scoring a hat-trick in the last time this fixture happened on this ground. You also understand that it's one that, when it concerns scoring of goals, shouldn't be a problem. Although we've seen the Super Six not being as prolific when it concerns our forwards, except for someone like Janet, who scored the only goal for Nasarawa Amazons away in Lafia, where they defeated Remo Stars ladies in their own fixture during the regular season. So yes, our forwards are some of the players that we'll be looking forward to in this game. But you also have to remember that goals can come from anywhere. And expecting to see goals, hoping for goals in this game. Hoping it's not going to be a barring clash, as we're yet to see a barring clash in the Super Six so far.
Absolutely. That will take us to their head-to-head now, because in the 2024 President Federation Cup quarterfinals, we did see Nasarawa Amazons and Remo Stars playing out a 1-0 draw. But it was Nasarawa who won by penalties. 2-3 ended for the solid base of Lafia. And also the 2024-2025 season, of course, we did see Remo Stars ladies in the regular season defeat Nasarawa Amazons 4-0. That was shocking to the world, because we didn't expect that result to eventually happen. And in that game, Kapayat Bashir got a hat-trick.
Yeah.
Before Bolaji Olamide got the other as well. And that's not all, because in that sense, in the return fixture, it was Nasarawa Amazons who did win 1-0. It was a penalty from Janet Akekoromowe, who eventually put that one past Charlotte Ajay. But here will be Nasarawa who would restart things off from the midfield, of course, ensuring that they clear their lines to keep things tidy and neat. Look at the back line. They have huge threats. They have Alani Jumoke, Ohai Walama Oluchi, as well as Joy Bukwe. Rock solid in the back line. Even Sikuratsu Isa. They're all rather solid. For Remo Stars, Blessed Isibo has shown after the first game, where she was misplacing a lot of passes.
Yes, and grown into the tournament.
Exactly.
And become a really, really solid player for the Remo Olariwaju Matthew led side.
Matthew instead of
Remo Matthew.
Yeah.
But I mean, not forgetting she also has that in her names too. So it's Remo Matthew, if we'll go by that today.
Absolutely. There is a Kwebe Sunday who has been a regular stay of. We cannot overestimate the attacking threat of these two sides. We already talked about that. But so far, it's been a battle of the midfield. Before you get past the midfield, you have to be filled with a lot of tricks to be able to get past that. That will be a goal kick for Nasarawa Amazons. And that's exactly how things are looking for the girls in the sky blue. For Nasarawa Amazons. It is a team that I have doubted this season, especially with not winning a title. We're not competing against some of the best in the league. We have the likes of Bayelsa and Rivers, and they do now these days, but we'll get to that shortly, as Nasarawa will have to clear their lines. Olamide is locking. She wants to ensure that she gets a 16th goal today. If she gets a brace, she's going to be tied
with Amarachi Ojima, who has the
overall record when it comes to goals
scored in the season. And I mean, she still have one last game come Saturday to either meet or break the record if she can do that today. Because a hat-trick gets her today to break that record.
Absolutely.
So yes, she still have one more game to go. And you can see Remo Stars ladies fighting right there in the midfield to get themselves something early on in this game. As we are a minute, I think, away from not getting the fastest goal.
We are always
at that. Yeah. So just 1 minute to get the fastest goal. Can that be done by Nasarawa Amazons? They get a free kick or throw in right outside the 18 of Remo Stars ladies.
Okay, Molucci now with the throw. Molucci has already sent that one in. Not the best as she slips. She was about to strike that ball. A slip for her. Nasarawa still has the ball. The sun is not in favor of Remo and Nasarawa today, because in the first two games we did see at least a conducive weather that would allow the girls play their football and not sweat as much as.
But the sun has come to play, as the girls are out to play too. So they will have to do that. But trusting that this weather will make us have more water breaks in this game than we've seen in the last two games. We only had one in the second game, none in the first game, but just trusting that with the weather so far as
the ball is in and around the midfield.
With Janet dropping in again, once again, to play the ball in the midfield once she's not getting delivery up front.
Well, now two tactical sides playing against each other. Might not be the same as what we saw in the previous game where the Remo Stars did lose to Bayelsa because they would want to up the ante. They know what's at stake here. If they win this, they would have 9 points, and that would see them at the top of the table.
Definitely. I mean, it was a shock defeat for, maybe not a shock defeat, but I mean, everyone was maybe predicting a draw for Edo and Bayelsa.
Okay, Edo Bayelsa.
Yeah, yes, so, and that's defeats of Bayelsa, the first defeat they'll suffer this season through the entire thing open. So Remo Stars have an opportunity to go top again after topping in the first 2 days.
Well, Remo Stars are in the 18-yard box of Nasarawa Amazons. What could we utilize? Comes out Bakari, who clears that one. And it is Amazons who would breathe a sigh of relief. Oh, that was a moment of nerves.
A moment of nerves. And you could see that hold-up play from Bolaji Olamide there. But eventually, Nasarawa Amazons somehow managed to clear their lines, and now they are with the ones to make the throw just in their own half.
Throw taken. Out it goes again for Remo this time. As we see who will be breaking the deadlock here first. The fans are out to cheer their team. Remo, of course. There are some that could affiliate themselves with Nasarawa today, but you're expecting the fans of Remo to be much more because they're at home. Well, here goes Janet Akaram away. Janet still goes and she delivers the ball in, but timely intervention, that is Anna Ibrahim. Sends the ball out, and then we'll restart the attack, but intercepted once again by Nasarawa. Janet is around. But the referee will say that is offside. Janet will have to time her runs.
But you could see how deadly of a threat that lady is. The lady that was groomed at the Azato Shwala Academy in Lagos, and you can see how it would have built just like her idol, Azato Shwala, 6-time Women's Player of the Year, the African Women's Player of the Year, CAF, yes. And this season has been so phenomenal for her. She's been a revelation this season, and with 13 goals, the only player to have scored in every game in the Super 6 so far, you expect her to be the threat for Crystal Madanjuma if they want to get another goal in this competition.
Talking about Azizat Oshola, she of course did play here in the league. She did play for FC Remo before moving on to Rivers Angels, and from there she went straight on to Europe, played for Arsenal, Liverpool, for heading to Spain, and from Spain in Barcelona.
Where she went to China first.
Oh yeah, China after leaving. She left. She came back to Liverpool twice. After she left from Liverpool to China, from China to Liverpool again before leaving to
Barcelona, where she won the Champions League.
Yes,
and that ensured that she finished 8th.
There's 16 minutes now, and Remo Stars 0, Nasarawa Amazons 0.
So no quick goal. And
well, yeah, they go again, Nasarawa Amazons. Oh, and they're still Janet that got them away. But then no, that's not hard this time. But then it wasn't, Abello. Couldn't connect. Timely interception this time by the resolute defenders of Remo Stars to clear that one. And that will be a throw-in now for Remo Stars. Talking about Oshola, she's currently with BFC in the United States.
The NWSL is called the league. And the main. She's getting geared up for the next 2 months, where she will be representing Nigeria once again at the Women's African Cup of Nations, the WAFCON, if you like to call it that. That will be happening in Morocco from the 5th of July to the 25th of July. And Nigeria will be looking to lift the title for a record 10th time since it became the AFCON. Or if you want to increase it, we say the 12th time.
Well, it has to be 12. I don't know what CAF says, but it has to be 12 because they've won it already before. Yeah,
yes.
So it's what it is.
But 9 or 11, if you call it, they are still the most successful African team, both male and female, on the continent, the Super Falcons. And yes, they'll be on this ground, Dorcas. They'll be coming to this ground to play friendly against Cameroon before going to the Moshood Abiola Stadium in Abeokuta to play the return leg of that friendly. It's a two-legged friendly. The first one will be on the 31st of this month, May, and then the next one will be on the 3rd of June. The 31st of May. So if you're watching us and you're in and around Ikene, you can come watch the Super Falcons and see the likes of Azizat Oshola as they get ready for the AFCON coming up in July with that friendly against Cameroon.
They would have to beat South Africa, Morocco, Zambia and the likes, as the current champions are South Africa. They've won it for their first time. Gazriel is, of course, as a player before, and now the coach winning it with South Africa. But yeah, we'll leave that as we focus on Nasarawa Amazons against the Remo Stars. It's been a cagey affair, at least in the midfield, but we've seen tries and tries from Nasarawa Amazons.
But while we're seeing tries from Nasarawa Amazons, we have to give kudos to the two CBs, that's the center defenders, center backs of Remo Stars. That is the pair, or I always like to call them the pair of experience and youth in Akodo Ogbonna and of course Hannah Ibrahim, as they both combine to ensure that they form a wall, an impenetrable wall right now, as of now, in front of Charlotte Ajay in that defense.
So still Nasarawa with the ball. They've had the larger ball possession in the game.
Expectedly for that team. They're always the team that plays with the ball.
They play fantastic football.
Yes, they're one of the best ball playing side in the league this season. So yes, when it concerns possession, I'm sure that it's not a surprise to many that they control that particular one. And Remo Stars, knowing that, know that whenever they get the chance to play the ball, they have to be very, very decisive with their chances, as Nasarawa Amazons will hold more of the ball in the game.
We're looking at Umo Matthew saying a word or two to her players, dishing out instructions on how to execute the game plan. It is once again a throw-in for Nasarawa Amazons, who have started quite brilliantly. Pictures of Edo Queens, who were victorious earlier today against Bayosa. Just here they go. Oh, proper marking this time from Hannah Ibrahim. Solid defender she is.
I mean, for someone who's playing in the Flamingos,
she's a mainstay now.
Mainstay, you understand why she is very much present for national team calls. Very, very solid defender she is. And
looking at that, referee has given Anna Ibrahim a free kick because she felt she deserved it. She was pulled back, and they will restart things again. We're looking at Nasarawa Amazons. Well, the Lafayette side have only bettered their player performance this season when they played in the 2021-2022 season, and that time they won their opening 3 games. This time they are unbeaten in 4, at least until this game ends. So they are looking to better that. And if they can do that, they will be in pole position to lift the crown, at least until the final day. Tomorrow is rest day. The girls will regroup again on Saturday, which is going to be the final day, and I'm very certain that we're going to be having some simultaneous matches played. I'm glad that this facility have got a couple of pitch quality, for that matter, to host us, so we're not scared of that. Another throw in this time for Amazons. Ball in. Remo Claire back to Nasarawa. This time to Alana Jumoke. We'll send it to the midfield and strike into the area. Oh, that was a beautiful strike, but Chawataje would collect with confidence. And it's once again the captain. Her shots are precise, direct, and feel the purpose whenever she takes them.
definitely, and that is why she got the winning goal for them against Nigeria Tales on day 1, when they had to come back in that game to beat the team in that derby. And she'll be instrumental for them today against Remo Stars.
Remo trying to get the ball through to Gunjali. Very good turn. Gunjali now in the right-hand flank of this. Get past him. Oh, why was the referee? How did the referee hold that attack?
That's surprising.
Oh, I thought she should have let play. Oh, but probably because of she thought it was a head injury. I can understand
Disbelief
that.
from the coach of Remo Stars ladies. They had a very good opportunity to go forward there.
I can understand her reaction because I felt same as well. But then I can also understand the referee for making that decision, because a player was down and she was holding her face. So it's important that she's attended to. It's currently timeout right about now, as it is Ohaye Gulam who has been attended to after being brought down. I think referee will give us a free kick. Or rather, she's going to give a drop ball to restart things. She gives a free kick. And Adesoji is going to step up to take it, Esther. That is Ohaye Gulam. Good defender for Nasarawa Amazons. But now Adesoji is gearing up to take, and that she does. Sends the ball flying into the half of Remo. And Remo would win themselves a throw-in. Well, in the 2022 championship playoffs, Remo Stars, Nasarawa Amazons, they won 2 and drew in the opening game. They had 3 matches this season and they are looking this good. It's a really good start to their life this time out in Ikene. It looks like Ikene is favorable to Nasarawa Amazons, and they are keen on enjoying that favor. But it depends on how the results will end, or how it will end here in this very match against Remo. Olamide Babaji fend it off. There's, of course, Nasarawa now in the midfield. Crossed into the box, but he would not find Bello. Bello was trying so hard to get that ball today, gladly. She is not with the band-aid she had around her head.
Match day 3.
Yes. And I was worried at the point in time why that was, but today she looks healthy and battle ready. Remo now losing possession to Nasarawa, and they wouldn't capitalize on that. Throw-in after throw-in for the two sides, who are having a very feisty affair. Feisty midfield dance, I'll call it, between these two sides who know what is at stake today. And it is going to be Miss Sunday who takes that. She does. Drops it in around the box. That throw-in again, and she will head. Referee gives that to Nasarawa. And the fans are agitated with that decision. I'm sure Khaled Dominion will be, I don't care, I'm doing my job. Because she feels
dominant, as her name is, Dominion. She takes charge of the game.
Absolutely. Which is what we want.
Yes, definitely. Not being told what to do. Except maybe from your assistant referees who are giving you signs to reconsider certain things.
Remo starts with a sweet one in, but it wouldn't threaten Shukirat Bakari. It is from Animoshu, a right-footed strike, but it didn't come with the power and the precision to get past Shukura Bakari, the goalkeeper for Amazons, and she will collect it, gather it like it was nothing to her. And we get the girls off again. It's all the girls, or babes they call them. One day at a time, I never forget that one for Niger Rattles. And one day they might get here. Well, we'll talk about them being champions, but not today, because they are still yet to win a game. Animation, or is starting today. Bolaji loses out to Amazons again. Amazons will now attack. Sends the ball through to Janet and cut him away. But defense is astute. It is Miss Sunday who would hold on to the ball. Referee says that's a foul. I don't agree with that. Do you agree with that, Joy? I felt it was okay to jostle for that ball. We've seen that it's football. Contact needs to be made.
But that was really smart play from Miss Sunday to ensure that she drew a foul. And Janet, I think Janet actually fell for that.
You know, she's bulky.
Yes.
So it feels like she's rough handling even when she's not. 18 years old. But look at what she's doing at her age. Hopefully we get to see. Don't do that. I've talked about legs being raised so high. But here comes Remo Stars ladies. And here they go. It is a goal by Kakuma and the Bolaji. What a miss. But the ball is now better there. The threat is still in the round. But right about now, it is Nasarawa who clears their lines. But what a miss that was from Olamide Bolaji. She had a chance, a glorious chance, that should have.
What's that Olamide? That was
Olamide sent the ball to Kafaya Bashir.
Should have been finishing
Oh
there.
my world, oh my days.
And the lady who puts 3 behind Nasarawa Amazons during the regular season on this ground has failed to score that glorious chance. And Coach Wemiwon Matthew can't believe her face.
I can't believe that as well.
Oh my,
I literally thought that I'd gone in.
Oh my.
You can see the fans
are all in so much disbelief too.
They are all saying, you should have done this, should have done that, but if we give you the ball, are you sure you can do that?
And then Nasarawa Amazons also have to thank the Nets for the post for that.
Oh
because
my word.
And Coach Danjuma is furious at his girls for letting that particular play.
I think the defender also was did an amazing job. That late interception on Kafayat Bashiru ensured that ball, she missed it. That is proper defending, of course, from Nasarawa Amazons, who are showing some nerves in their back line. But what a miss. That would have probably got this game off to a blistering start. It is, of course, going to be a free kick, and it's been taken. It is, of course, Nwfl who took that, but it wouldn't take them onto where they wanted it to be. Throwing now, Isibo Precious, planning to take that one. She does throw it in, trying to find Olamide Bolaji or Kafayat Bashiru. Tend to mistake them sometimes because their presence in the 18-yard box is just unbelievable.
Definitely, and that's why they have the deadliest combination of forwards in the league this season, with both of them combining to score a whooping 24 goals in between them. And you understand that they both combined for their win here, like I mentioned the last time the Nasarawa Amazons were visiting to Ikene. Kafayat that missed that chance, that glorious chance that Bolaji would have gotten as an assist. Scored 3 against them, and Bolaji, of course, finished it off with the 4th goal. I give them a 4-0 win over Nasarawa Amazons here. But I mean, it's been some very eventful 31 minutes we've had so far.
Well, there isn't much starts when it comes to Remo. That's because they are just making their first appearance in this competition. In the Super 6, of course, they are a new side. Here they go again. It is Nwfl shows a strike. It wasn't sublime, it wasn't direct, he wasn't on target. It is way, way, way off target. But you cannot fault her for trying. She had to do what she had to do. But Kafayat Bashiru was giving her options, and there was enough room to explore for Nwfl, but she opted to take that strike.
Well, there's one thing that Aishat Nwfl has. It's that ability to take very, very deadly outside shots, and we were expecting to see something like that in that last strike. But Remo Stars will have to regroup and try once more. They've come close very well right now in the last couple of minutes.
Well, if you aren't seeing this game, you should go join our YouTube channel, the Nwfl YouTube channel, or you can watch it live on Start Times. We're live here at the Remo Star Stadium in Ikene, Ogun State, where it is going down. This is the best of women's football that you can witness in the country. The best 6 teams in Nigeria are jostling for one crown that would open so many doors for them on the continent, at the biggest of stages, as well as in the global space as well. But Amazons get set, but Isibo would clear that one. Isibo really sure what she was doing at that point in time. Kafayat sends the ball to Olamide. Olamide would just slip. And Amazons will collect, but this time it's on their Miami. Roving around in space, trying to find openings. Ogundele would hit the ball in, and Amazons will clear that one. And it's a throw-in for Remo Stars ladies, who have started really well, unlike they did against Bayelsa on match day 3. Isibo Precious going all the way to get the job done. That is the throw-in, of course. She does. I like the way she throws. I've noticed the way she throws, and I think I like it. So, it looks like Jonathan Keromowe has been isolated in the game because the crosses aren't coming. I talked about winning the midfield, and it looks like Remo Stars are doing just that, because they are winning the second balls. They are getting the crosses in, which they just have won again. The possession is a Bolaji. I didn't think this was the best option, but it almost looks promising for Remo Stars ladies.
And that gone in out as one of the goals we'll talk about too, so yes.
Yeah.
And you understand that maybe she wants to also try her luck, as she has tried to assist. Bashiru didn't go through. Maybe she will try from outside the box.
35 minutes already, and we just started half an hour in, and the game has already picked up in pace and in everything. Look at the fans sweating and supporting their team, Remo Stars, pushing them, propelling them to the crown. Will they do just that? Amazons now. It's still throwing for Remo. Consistent for them, in control of the game. They have forced Nasarawa to be defensive, but you can't keep floating the ball to try to get Janet in. You have to have a little bit of sequence of the ball. You know, the passes, the transition should be smooth and swift.
And that's why on times when that has not happened against certain oppositions, Janet has had to drop in to the midfield to get to play the ball with her teammates and try to set up people like Alani, Jumoke.
Well, it is Bolaji! Oh, it looked like he was going directly to go, but that was not it at all. Don't be deceived. It wasn't going towards goal at all. Well, why not try something tricky? Why not try something new than what you've usually done this season? Oh. She's turning into an amazing player and an amazing goal scorer. She knows exactly where the goalpost is, but maybe not this time, as the ball wouldn't go directly towards goal. But she seems to be struggling with something right about now, holding her throws. Well, we have our water break now, according to Carlo Dominion, our center referee. Our center referee now says, go get yourself some water. Help yourself out. The sun isn't in favor of these two teams. Here are the fans. These are the players of Edo Queens, sitting around and watching, as it's not over until it's over. They did their business today while we are waiting for Remo or Nasarawa to get the job done. Kafayat, Ogundele, Anna Ibrahim, the players on our screens with, of course, their coach, having a chat, instructions being shared as well. Just 18, speaking with her coach. Players having cold water to help them navigate until the next time that they would head into the tunnel.
I'm still surprised that it is still goalless after all we've seen in this game. It's so shocking that we don't have goal, because the kind of play we've seen in this game, of course, beats everything we saw from the first minutes to the 90th of the previous game, hands down. And you understand that this is why these two teams are definitely contenders at this point in the Super 6.
Carlo Dominion will kick us off again as the players are returning from their water break, as well as the referees, of course, because they are humans as well. It is Shukura Bakari who would take the goal kick straight into the overloaded area in the midfield. Nasarawa will try to clear their lines, but Animation would not let that go easily. She did win Nasarawa Amazons a throw-in as well, while she was trying to win back that ball. Another Nasarawa throw-in. May the best team win, we keep saying. But those will get there. It is Bolaji once again. Bolaji is still in around a turn after not winning the ball. But irresolute defense of Ohaigula Moluchi will clear that one. Kafayat Bashiru onto Animation. Bolaji was also involved. Gundele will try to win it, but Nasarawa will clear. Joy Bukwe sends the cross in to the attack. But there is two defenders who will ensure that that one doesn't get past them in.
And somehow, I mentioned it, that if those balls are not coming, Janet will have to cross. And imagine if those balls were regular, I'm sure Janet would have been in front and not in the position she is.
Well, here she goes. But that ball will be diverted as Remo Stars will win it back. Gundele sending the crossing to find Bolaji, but was averted. It is still around.
That was nasty.
That was nasty, you would say. But here they go. Oh.
Offside.
It is offside. The fans didn't like that at all.
But I mean, that's how
but it was fun.
It was fun, yes.
It was fun. It was fun. Joy Ibokwe was trying to do something tricky here. Trying to send Amina Bello to getting something for them as early on. But we have 4 more minutes into the regulation time to play and a couple more minutes to be added. But we haven't had too much stoppages, so I'm not expecting much time to be added. That's a nasty one. Referee spotted that. We're yet to see a yellow card in the game. That's a good thing. This time it was the coalition of Omosui. And it wasn't a good one on Remo's player who would confirm. No, reanimation. Machon is not is squinting from that pain. But she's up. Looks like she will carry on. Remo Matthew is looking on as our team is gearing up to take a free kick. And Ogundele Kibomi is standing just there to get that cross in. She says her ritual before a game is sleeping and listening to music. But she does take the free kick. It's directed towards goal, but it was just too high and wouldn't trouble Shukurat Bakari. But I'm wondering, sleeping is good, right? And listening to music, but she says that is a ritual she does before a game.
Sometimes I am envious of people who can sleep at any point in time. And yes, for someone who faces so much pressure on a day like this, I think that would be good to cool her nerves and, of course, get her in the great mindset she needs to help her team, saying that she was very instrumental in them getting their very first win of the Super 6 in their history. And for her debut season as a player in top flights, she has had a season to remember for herself, talking about Shubomi Ogundele.
She has. This is her first professional club in the NWFL that she's playing for. And she has done so well. Well, it is. The referee says that's not a free kick for Remo Stars, as Bolaji was brought down, and that would anger some of the players as well as the fans. She says it's a free kick for Nasarawa, so Bolaji, keep your calm, keep your cool. It's not your call to make. I understand the frustration. Don't get yourself booked earlier in the game. 44 minutes and counting. About to be taken by Esther Desoji. Desoji is standing up, right, ready to take that one in. She marshals it into the 18-yard box of Remo Stars. Couldn't find the heads of any lemon green shirts as it will go out for a throw-in in favor of the solid base. Defensively astute Remo Stars cleared that one, which of course will be the throw-in, and it is, of course, Alani Jumoke who took that throw-in. Ball in there on the air, headed into the box, and it's Nasarawa who had a chance. Oh, but timely intervention this time from a captain herself, Inakudo Bona, on Amina Bello. Oh, that was another good chance as well. We're seeing chances today, brilliant ones for that matter.
Like I said,
you must commend the defenders for doing amazing jobs.
Both ends have been rock solid, and that's why
2 minutes added to the time.
with 2 minutes added to the clock, 45 minutes we're yet to see a goal in this particular one.
Another foul here committed, and in favor of Nasarawa Amazons, who are perennial contenders, maybe not exactly contenders, but always qualifying for the Super 6 since the bridge format was brought in until the end of UFL. Charlotte Ajay gotten instructions, and it is Elani Jumoke about to take it. Set piece. She delivers into the area, finds Remo Star's head, clears it out. Bolaji will win that for Remo, and here Remo goes. Kafayat Bashiru will get that to Bolaji, who drops to the midfield. Dispossessed, the referee says she was brought down, but I mean, I really didn't get to hear the referee's whistle. I was playing on. Joy Belluo, or rather Ibukwe. Joy.
A beauty to watch on and off the ball. Solid babe, playing for the solid babes.
Absolutely. They have a couple of solid babes in there, because Janet is one of them alongside Matthias, Josephine.
Yeah.
And you talk about Ibukwe as well. But here is the ball in, hanging around just outside Nasarawa 18-yard box, and they will clear that one. Sending, of course, the attack in the cavalry is on. But it is Akudo again. Another timely intervention as the clock is winding down. Couple seconds to go before Kalo Dominion will call time to the first 45 minutes. And that will be the story at this point in time. Dominion Kalo as well waits for the halftime whistle to be blown out here at the Remo Star Stadium. It is Oluchi Aegbolang is about to take that throw-in. She does deliver it. Rafael Bashiri keeping in touch. Dispossessed, and here they go, Remo Stars. Not a good cross out. Thought she was trying to find Bolaji, and you can see the frustration in Bolaji's eyes. And Imashon should do better with the crosses. Straight on to Shukurat Bakari. Bakari would take the ball in. And it's half time. That's lived up to the billing. Both teams locked in a tense midfield battle. Nasarawa have shown their typical discipline, while Remo looked sharper than they did against Bayelsa. Chances at both ends, but no side has taken control just yet. Still, it's delicately poised, and the second half could be defining for the title race. And that's what we've seen. Bolaji have had the time. We haven't seen plenty from Junet Akikamawe as the defense have held her. But here they are as things will restart again in the second 45 minutes. Here at the Remo Star Stadium, as Nasarawa Amazons taking on the host team, for the fans coming out to cheer them on. As they go into the tunnel, they'll be devising means to get the better of each other. And the center referee, Kalo Dominion, says it is half time as it ends. Remo Stars, ladies nil, Nasarawa Amazons nil. Well, yes, it's exactly what we saw in the first 45 minutes. I see what they're taking you through into the highlights of what we've just experienced here today. This is how the players came out with the center referees and the players who are to execute the game. Remo Stars leaders up against Nasarawa Amazons. And that side to kick off with Remo Stars leading things off. It is Remo Stars who were asking the right questions at about seconds into the game. And Nwfl had a strike earlier on, straight on, directed to the goalkeeper for Nasarawa Amazons. And Shukurat Bakari came out collecting calmly from that Nwfl shot. Here they come again, this time with Kafaya Bashiru Balaji trying to tip off Kafaya Bashiru, but the ball just wouldn't connect with her as Amazons will clear their lines. Timely intervention from the defenders out there to ensure that that didn't go into the back of the net. Esther Adesoji clearing that one timely, and the referee, of course, will call time. That is all that we will witness in the first 45 minutes. As, of course, still going to the tunnel with Remo Stars leaders leading the line. As it ends first half, goalless between Remo Stars versus Nasarawa Amazons. Back here in Ikene as we prepare for the second half of what has already been a thrilling contest. Whether you are a Remo fan hoping for a home resurgence or an Amazon supporter dreaming of an unbeaten streak, the second half has it all. The players are back out, the crowd's buzzing again, and we're ready to roll. Who wants it more? We're about to find out, Joy. Who do you think wants this contest more?
Well, I can't outrightly say who wants it more, but I'm sure that both teams know that them getting maximum points, especially with them scoring in the second half, as we've gotten no goals after the first 45, separate both sides. They know that will put them in very poised position to go into the final day and, of course, hope that everything goes their way and get maybe their maiden title or their third title.
Is it either third or maiden title? Well, the last day will decide. But right about now, they need to get the results done here to put themselves in a favorable position to be either the winners of this very competition. Sikiratu Isa has been resolute in defense for Amazons alongside Oluchi Haibulam. And up front it is Akeramawe, the big finisher for Nasarawa Amazons. Keen and ready. Right about now, Kalu Dominion, our center referee, who is going to be assisted alongside Oliver Njoko, Kindeka Ogbeni, as well as Samia Mustafa, who is our fourth official, will be leading us off again. Dominion has a whistle in her mouth as we look at the Nasarawa bench. Game about to restart for the second 45 minutes. Who wants it more? It's about to start, and it's kickoff for Nasarawa Amazons as they will kick us off. It is currently goalless between these two sides. Remo Stars versus Nasarawa Amazons. Keramawe has used her waist and her body, her size, to try to subdue Precious in that very one. But the referee has spotted that and has called that one in. It is, of course, what it is. Blessed is Sigbo. But here they go again. It is Nasarawa, but they would win a throw-in for Remo Stars, and it is Blessed Sigbo who would gear up to take it, which she does, straight onto the head of Nasarawa Amazons, Joy Bukwik. Another throw-in or Matthias Josephine. This time it is going to be Ohaibula Moluchi, who is about to take the throw-in for Amazons. That she does. Remo will clear. Remo has it now with Bolaji. Bolaji still has it. But backflip went straight on to Sikiratu Isa. Isa will clear that. Nasarawa Amazons steal the ball, but the referee would spot an infringement on Esther Desoji, who looks to be in pains. The referee has called the attention of the medics to attend to her. With players, sometimes I feel like you are in such an excruciating pain, but you stand up and continue the game again.
I mean, it's something they're used to. If there's not something that is out of their own power, I think players will want to fight for the team. And Nasarawa Amazons looking in a very good position right now. The players, especially when they know that they are integral part of the build-up, the tactics, they wouldn't want to leave that game without completing the business.
Right about now, I'm sure that the attention of Nigerians will be divided because the The Flying Eagles are in action at this point in time.
After securing a World Cup ticket.
Yeah, in the semi-final against South Africa.
It's time for them to try to secure a finals ticket.
It is, of course, Kafayat Bashiru. She was halted. That attack. I'll get to you, Joy, shortly. But Nasarawa Amazons will restart things again. It is Sikiratu Isa trying to set up her teammate. Remo will clear. Akpemi Sunday clears that one. It is still Amazons. Akpemi stands firm. This is, of course, Anna Ibrahim. Let's that go. But yes, again, we're talking about the Flying Eagles who are getting their business done right about now. On the continental phase, that is the under-20 AFCON out there in Egypt. And in the semi-final, they are taking on South Africa. They've already secured a World Cup place to Chile. So everything seems to be working for Aliou Zuberu and his boys. Right about now, we head back to women's football. The sun gets hotter and hotter by the day. Nasarawa with the ball now. It is Captain Josephine Matthias who loses possession. Ogundele trying to find Balaji, but that would not connect. It is Akudo now trying to ensure that she keeps the ball out. Janet Akakaramo away. But the ball sends it to the right-hand side of attack for Nasarawa while trying to find a space to pick. She does. She's been dropping inside the midfield to get the attack, and oh, she turns timely, but that will be a corner kick. I think the first for Nasarawa Amazons in the second half. Janet, she is a quality player, whether she's in the box or outside it. And once again, she has won something for her girls here, and it is Jumoke Alani who is about to take it. Alani will deliver that one into the box. Finds Nasarawa Amazon's shot, but they would not slot it in. It is, of course, Akakaramo away his header, but is not directed to go off target. That would be Joy.
Off target, but beautiful play from Nasarawa Amazons there, and of course solid defending from Remo Stars ladies. You could see that Nasarawa Amazons had one thing in mind there: get the ball, and that is a beautiful header or a beautiful corner kick by Alani Jumoke there, but unable to get the ball dropped after the first header, which was the first touch, and then Akeremo not being able to bring it down, and that results in a goal kick for Remo Stars ladies.
Here, Remo Stars are started on the back foot, and Amazons are picked up in the second 45. It's already 51 minutes on the clock. And still goalless out here at the Remo Star Stadium. Karamowe, as big as she is brought down. That seems to be like Hannah Ibrahim, who brought her down and says, I did nothing to her. She's too big to be brought down. I'm thinking that's what she's saying. But it doesn't matter. It is Joy Bukwe setting the ball to be taken, as she is being directed by the center referee, Carlo Dominion. Ball delivered into the area, I had her. But from Janet Sakagarama away, it's a Gundele who would clear her lines. Shiwami, really, really good today. Haik Balamoluchi drives the ball in. Couldn't find a teammate. And that will be a throw-in for the solid waves of Lafia, who have started the second half blistering. The goalkeepers have rested quite a little while, right? From the first, towards the end of the first and the second half here. We haven't seen Charlotte called into action as much as possible. Since the league kicked off in the 1990s, every decade has had a dominant force. As Nasarawa Amazons have won it twice in the last decade. But can they win their first of this decade will be the question. As the referee said, Aminat Animation brought down the Nasarawa Amazon player at that point in time, and a free kick has been awarded with Alani Jumoke stepping up to take it. Ball in the box and a header. Oh, off the head of Bello, but straight on to the goalkeeper Charlotte Ajay, who collects it. No troubles at all, didn't disturb her. That was confident handling of the ball from Charlotte. Joy.
Beautiful, beautiful there. That's why you trust the quality of such a goalkeeper. Once had 7 clean sheets this season. And of course being called upon again to make such important saves for us, for Remo Stars. I mean, you know, end up not winning this game, though also trying not to concede, as 1 point is also a very, very important point for them in this fixture before they head over to play Rivers Angels in their final game.
Another throw in this time. It is Aluchio Haigbalam's throw into the box. It's like a deep throw in. But it's Remo now who has got the upper hand, but they will lose that ball in their own half to Amazons, and again 2 times in quick successions losing the possession of the ball. They can't seem to hold it for longer. You could imagine exactly where Akudo is, just so she could get the ball. And that is Sunday Obeyemi, I'm sorry, with the ball. But now it's a turn again for Amazons, whose assistant coaches are standing up and dishing out those instructions. While Christopher Danjuma will take a sit down. Throwing it down. Ahai Bolam's always delivery. Delivers into the area. Hana Ibrahim clears. Header back in by Oluchi Haigbolam. A deep cross into the box. But it didn't get the power, and Charlotte Ajay would clear and instigate her team's attack. Matthias Josephine. And it is Aminat Bello who brought down Wemby Sunday, who seems to be, or rather,
That's
Anna Ibrahim, who is talking to the referee. Solid defender she is, Anna Ibrahim. Akude will take the free kick. Free kick delivered. It is Remo Stars, but that was really wayward from Patricia Innocent. She wasn't innocent in the last game. But here she is, trying her very best to put her team in front. 56 minutes, almost an hour in the game, and it's still goalless. What would the scoreline mean for the both teams, Joy?
I mean,
because if they do, Amazons will have 8 points, Remo would have 7 points. That's 1 point separating them, and they are still in the title race if that happens. Yes,
definitely. Our National Amazons will return to the top of the log.
Yeah, Olamide would start the attack, and Chelsea Remo Stars in the box. A strike in from Animation. What is Sikiratu Issa who cleared that one. Play continues. Amazons now still with the ball. This time it is Captain Josephine Wilson to the post to our teammates as they try to find spaces to exploit. But Remo Stars will calmly reclaim possession. Ogundele now on the right-hand side of attack, trying to get past the backer. Fans urging her. She spots a move in the box. Oh, dispossessed once again this time. It is, of course, a precious innocent who couldn't innocently get past our teammate in there. As we are seeing movements in the substitutes area as changes look like they will be made shortly. Well, it is Okesoji who is coming in the petites.
Coming in pops.
Yes. And Kafayat Bashiru is off, as you can hear the fans cheering her on. Kafayat Bashiru is out. She has done the best for the team. And coach said, well done. A tap at the back of her head. Look at her, petite, small, ready for battle.
And a fighter she is.
A fighter, definitely, that she is.
Similoluwa KCJ was really instrumental in them getting that win against Edo Queens on day one. And I think since then she announced herself on the big stage. That lady, one of the youngest we have in the league this season.
Well, the fans have come out in their numbers today. We're expecting even more on the final day.
Definitely.
Because their team, if it ends this way, are still in the fight. And they would want to cheer them on. Today would end in an amazing way with this fixture. At least I'm anticipating that, as we will at this point in time be looking to clock the hour mark of this football game between Remo Stars and Amazons of Nasarawa. Ogundele for the turn. Okiseji finds Olamide Bolaji. Bolaji could not control. Will lose out to Tikiratu Isa. And that will be a throw-in for Amazons. It's going wild here.
Definitely. You can see the introduction of Similoluwa Okeseje there. And her runs already getting the fans excited in what has been quite a feisty battle in the second half and entirety of the game, if you ask me.
No goals yet, but you can feel the feistiness in the nature of this game. Okeseje's ball referee says is out, and is a throw-in for Nasarawa Amazons.
I actually didn't see that go out, but the assistant referee, I don't think it went out, but I think the assistant referee saw it better because she was close to Okeseje in that position there.
I'm going to have snatched the position of the game from Nasarawa, and I'm pressing. Ogundele, who has been really fantastic with the ball, loses out for a throw-in for Nasarawa Amazons, and it is Oluchio Haigbalam's duty to take the throw-in. Nasarawa now, still with the ball, loses out possession to Remo. Back again to Amazons, back again to Remo. Over the place this possession ball is. It's, of course, Remo Stars now with Okeseje. Okeseje has the ball now, hits the ball into the area, parried out by Shikira Bakari, but not cleared. Danger not averted, it's still locking around. Header from Animation. Okeseje out down Warambra. Now we go again, this time with Akwayami. Pulling the ball out to Ogundele in the right hand side. Ogundele trying to switch play, but Amazons will clear that one. But the referee has spotted someone on the ground and will call that one in. That's innocent. Ball changes now. Captain Josephine Matthias is coming off, and Chisom Chima is coming in to replace her with quick changes, as well as Joy Wikwe out. And coming in is Faridat Abdul Wahab, replacing Joy Ibokwe. 2 quick changes for Christopher Danjuma, as he thinks that these changes might be of impact to his team today. The first changes for Nasarawa will be 2 quick changes in quick successions. Joy Ibokwe and Josephine Mathias out. And coming in is Faridat Abdul Wahab and Chisom Chima. Play will resume now. Dispossessed. A throw in for Amazons. When we thought it was when Miss Sunday thought it was theirs. She went on to pick up the ball, but it's not theirs. The referee says back to Amazons. Forward now. Try to find spaces to exploit. As it's been a KGF out here at Remo Star Stadium. That is corner kick for Nasarawa.
It's been some engaging second half from both sides here. And somehow, Remo Stars have kind of built themselves into this game and not allow National Amazons possess or dictate play and possession like they had in the first half, on the first 20 minutes of the first half.
Corner about to be taken. As we wait for Alani Jumoke to throw in the ball in that area. She delivers a crossing, but Nasarawa could not deal with as they try to get the ball back into play. And in the half of Remo, but Bolaji will come out to help. She was fouled. Referee says free kick for Remo Stars ladies. Bolaji, when she's not with the ball in attack, she drops back to help her team. This time it is Abdul Wahab, substitute who came on, that brought down Balaji Olamide. It is Innocent. Innocent sends the ball back on to midfield. Isibo will send the ball to Ogundele. Ogundele now finding, of course, Kiseju now on the right hand side, delivers the crossing and finds a teammate in Animation. But of course, it is in and around where Miss Sunday dispossessed, gets the ball back, trying to do 1 or 2s with the ball in there. Still won back by Remo Stars. Referee says that is a foul. That's a foul and a free kick for Amazons. Precious Obasi was the culprit in that one.
Looks like he won the ball there.
Oh no, definitely a free kick. Definitely a free kick. You can't rush into a tackle with your 2 legs like that. The fans thought she did want that ball, rightfully so, but you don't do that tackle in football. You're definitely, the referee was even so nice not to book you in that very
That's challenge, yes.
You shouldn't do challenges like that. Ball taken. But then this Chelatache straight onto her he goes. Precious Obasi, who was a culprit for a very bad challenge, was telling the referee, oh come on, I got the ball. The referee says, I don't care. You don't do that. Here comes Remo again. Remo. Bolaji have really dropped in to help her team. Remo lock in. But Amazons will clear. Amazons in possession again. Another free kick for the Amazon side. This time it was a bad tackle, definitely. And the referee says definitely that's going to be a yellow card. Or rather, a free kick, not a yellow card now. Pardon my thoughts on that. Amazons gearing up to take that one. 67 on the clock. Ball taken by Alani Jumoke long into the area.
I mean, some sturdy kind of defense. Remo Stars ladies have in Hannah Ibrahim and Akudo Ogbonna there, especially Hannah. She's one very, very stubborn defender she is. So I think she is below 17 and she is marshalling that defense in that particular manner.
Our league is rich and blessed with talent, and young talent for that matter.
Definitely.
And they are doing so well in their various clubs.
To think that some of our MVPs, especially from last season.
Well, here comes Nasarawa Amazons now in the box, encroaching the penalty area. Referee blew offside. Offside it is. She's very sure. And she shakes her head and said, yes, I'm sure that's offside. Well, it's what it is. She saw that. We await Akudo to take the free kick. But Joy, we're about to say something on the talents we have here in the league.
Talents we have here in the league. Yes, as developing as our league is, we are known to be one of the best-selling female leagues in Africa when it concerns young talents. And obviously, you can see why from the display of some of these ladies today.
Ogundile was trying so hard to find Balaji, but that could not connect. Astute defending from Amazons, and of course the goalkeeper Shukurat Bakari. No losses if we end this way for Nasarawa Amazon so far. Remo have already lost once to Bayelsa, 2-0 loss. Beautiful and quality goals in that game on match day 3. Janet Akakeromowe hasn't exactly had a fun day today. The defense of Akudo alongside Anna Ibrahim have ensured that they keep her at bay. We already said that these two sides know what is at stake today. And so they are bringing their A game. No one is relenting. No one is lacking the urgency. The girls are fighting. You can see the grit. You can see how defensively structured both teams are. And here they tear away. Nasarawa Amazons, of course, are trying to get themselves past the Remo Stars. But proper defending from Anna Ibrahim, or rather Akudo Ogbonna, will stop that one as Amina Bello was making the pace and the race. She was trying to tear away from her. But a mistake now might just be what will cost the Remo Stars, but it wasn't a precise shot or striker goal. Amina Bello, I should have to apologize to our teammate for that, because it was an amazing chance to get themselves on the scoreboard.
Definitely. And at this point in time, Dorcas, you agree with me that whoever gets to concede just one goal will be so heartbroken, because both teams have played their hearts out in this game.
I agree on that. I agree. They have played some amazing football here today. And if you're watching us, you would agree with Joy and myself. The throwing now for Amazons. Maybe on our screen. The ball delivered into the box. Wanting the header from Janet Akakeromowe, but the ball was just too high. Precious Isigu, Blessed Isigu. I don't know why I call her Precious, but there is Precious Obasi in there as well. But I love to call Blessed Precious. I don't know why. She's been very good and solid.
Probably because you have watched Precious Oscar earlier.
Oh yeah, one of a player that I love so far in the Super 6, so maybe. Another throw-in. for Amazons already done. They will lose the ball. Lamide Bolaji now. But, oh, Kisaji so trying to make that runs in. Oh, referee. I have to call that, yes. Definitely clash of heads. Two Remo Stars play on the ground. Kisaji is one of them alongside Bolaji Lamide.
I think Olamide's clash was even more nastier.
Yeah, that was nastier. Alongside Sikiratu Isa of Amazons. Doesn't matter if it's serious or not, they have to check. Clash of heads. Games must be stopped. The game must be stopped. I'm looking at Okisaji's clash with the, oh, that's not, okay, yeah, the little friendly hand of the goalkeeper. Came off her face.
Yeah.
And yes, time is going. That is a fan saying time is going. And we can see that it's 73 minutes already. No time to look at time, like you said, Joy.
Time to check time.
Yes, so you have to keep driving, you have to keep pushing, you have to ensure that you are utilizing your chances that you have gotten, and none of them have done that so far. Carlo Dominion, the center referee, she has shown her presence in this game. You felt it. She's really dominant. She has started her control in the game. You don't mess with her. But we have to see a look at that. Means she has she's putting the players in check.
Definitely, she has mashed out this game of this magnitude very well. And unlike the first time that this game was played on this ground this season, we will not be seeing so many goals, and maybe we'll be getting a late winner like we saw in Lafia when the fixture was played in Lafia with a 1-0 win. A goal scored in the 88th minute, a penalty by Janet Akekoromwe, who is looking to score in every game in the Super 6, and of course equal the tally last set by Gift Monday with Bielsa Queens on their way to win the championship in the 2022-2023 season.
Remo now has the ball into the box. Trying to find Bolaji, but Ogundele gets it. Ogundele was brought down, dispossessed of the ball, represents play on. Nothing to that. And Nasarawa will try to attack, but Anna Ibrahim showing us stuff, strutting at defense. Holding the lines, Claire. Oh.
That is such audacity.
Oh my world.
Hannah, what a player.
What a player she's turning out to be. Or she has turned out to be. No, she is turning out to be.
Well, she's still young. I mean, she's still below 17. Plays for the Flamingo, so she is still growing. Looks going to be better than this. And I mean, if she continues to develop in this manner, we'll be getting to see her play for the Falcons. Not far off from now.
The fans are agitated. They need a goal. And they want it now, and Remo will come in. But Shikurat Bakari says, not while I'm here. Not while I'm here. She wants to keep her team in the game, and that she has done. She didn't get to play on match day 3, but on her return, she has shown that she is the go-to for Nasarawa Amazons, who, of course, on their last match day, they did well. Here they come again. Remo Stars, Okisaji there as well with the ball. Oh, wow.
Beautiful play there, but she
trying
could
to
not
get out, yes.
go past the two defenders. She got past the first marker, but the other one was there to ensure that I didn't go past her. She was trying to get sneaky and get into the box with that ball.
Well, Udoka Nachuku was the goalkeeper against Rivers Angels. But here we are with Shukurat returning in between the 6 for the Lakia side. Free kick now for Remo as Jeanette Keromawe brought down Blessed Isigo. A free kick in the half of Nasarawa Amazons. 77 minutes and counting, still no goal to report. Sibu gearing up to take. Ball in the box. Well, wouldn't trouble any of the Amazons defense. As it's back into the half of Remo, and it's going to be a throw-in for Remo again. Akudo now with the ball. This time Nasarawa gets it. Encroaching into the box. Poor first control from Janet, but she wins it back, gives it to her teammate, whose strike was a disappointing one. That is not what they'll be looking at Faridat Abdul Wahab. Oh, another change as well. This time it is Aishat Animation who is being substituted, and in her stead comes in Deborah Kainde, who comes in to replace.
Yes, Kainde Deborah comes into place. Aishat Animation.
Wow. The two sides are taking the game head on. Here is Janet. Janet's now trying to hold it, but the referee says she brought down Okiseji.
That is so play.
Oh, that's not Okiseji. That's
Isigo Janet. That's Isigo Blessed.
No, that's not even Blessed. That's Obasi. That's Obasi who was brought down. Precious Obasi, another Precious in the team. 10 more minutes to the regulation time. Still goalless at the Remo Star Stadium between Remo Stars versus Nasarawa Amazons. It is the NWF Premiership Super 6, the decider for who would represent Nigeria on the continent, who would be winning the title, who would be crowned the best team, women's team in the country. We decided here in Ikene. This is our last game for the day, as tomorrow is rest day for the girls to recuperate, get themselves back in order, and return to execute the last match day of the Super 6, which is going to be even more feistier than what we're getting to see now, because at that point in time, everything is at stake.
Everything is at stake in this one. And despite it lacking goals, it has not lacked every other thing in this particular game. The action, the excitement, the tackles, the brilliance from both sides, everything has been served except goals. And maybe we'll be waiting to see those goals in the final minutes of the regulation time.
All the game lacks is goals to report, but you cannot fault the game for lacking action. It's been action-packed from start. We're not finished yet. We are approaching there. It is, of course, Charlotte Ajay who has the ball now. Getting the ball out now to get our team to attack, to get the goal. Ogundele trying to get the ball, win the ball. But it's going to be Oluchila Ohaibolam who's but headers from every single player there. Referee will stop the play because the ball came off her. She's going to give a drop ball to restart the game again. Carlo Dominion, our center referee. Deborah Kainde, who just came in. The drop ball in for Alani Jumoke, who to hit the ball into the area. Comes off Remo Star's head. Ball in the air. Amazons now has it. Remo Star's clear. One back by Remo ball. Bolaji is around the corner, locking and won it back. But turned over the ball, increased the session to Amazons, which is going to be now a goal kick for Remo Stars as Charlotte Ajay is urging her team, her players, her teammates go in, and she's about to hit some high one in, which she does. Okay, Sergi. Well, will be a throw-in for Remo Stars latest. Janet says, calm down, telling her teammates she hasn't been giving those deliveries that she would enjoy today.
And there's a bit of his goal. She's yet to score in since she came to
first
Kenya.
game.
First game she's yet to score in since she's gonna scored on day one. The equalizer for that 2-1 win over Nigeria Tales.
Here comes Amazons now, but there is a kudo with them. Aminat Bello. Great work from the defenders. That's not Aminat now. That's Aminat Bello. But you could see the idea of that very one. Chisom Chima, who was a substitute earlier on, comes in. This game must have been so distant as we're yet to see a yellow card from Carlo Dominion. Alani, her duty done, but Remo will win the ball back, and Alaba now is off again. Alani Jumoke would resume her duty by taking us another touring for Nasarawa Amazons. Referee is attending to Carlo Chima, who Chisom Chima. Why am I calling the referee's name for Chima? Chisom Chima would is good now. Loses on the ball. Ball still in play. Nasarawa wins again. Nasarawa still with the ball. Oh wow, she gets past two. Drop the ball in and straight into the arms of Charlotte Ajay. Oh, go on. Go on. Janet Ahekaramo away. Trying to shake off Charlotte Ajay. Bello for that matter. Looking at that ball, how did she get past two players to deliver the cross in to the area? That's Joy Bukwe. Joy Bukwe is off, but UV, with UV, across that ball in, Cassiana. Minutes, almost 4 minutes more and counting. Two sides who have something at stake and are both fighting for the crown. Remo, their first ever, and Nasarawa, their third in their history. Trying to fight for something here. As it's currently still goalless, with Akudo Ubona about to take a free kick. Just in the circle, the half circle of Nasarawa's box. Akudo takes the free kick. In the box it goes, cleared out by the heads of Nasarawa Amazons. Remo now has the ball. Kinde sends the ball to Obase Precious. This time is Kinde. Kinde was trying to deliver the ball to Sibo. Sibo lost. This is out. And oh my God, they say supports the ball in. Charlotte comes out to clear. Timely reflexes from Charlotte. But here comes Remo now. Bolaji is across into the same hands of Shukurat Bakari, the fans.
And it is some football we play here.
Some football, you must
and talk about the recovery of both teams. They're all in their minds is to win. No one wants to play for a draw here. And immediately, Ajay saving on the other end. We're seeing Shukurat coming under pressure on this end, and she had to stand strong to ensure that she's not caught unaware when that ball coming from Bolaji Olamide, although I thought she could have done better there, but I mean, that's down, and the fans are definitely agitated with the lack of goals, despite the beautiful football we've seen from both ends.
Oh, what a game we're having to witness here. It is end-to-end. It is a battle of the midfield. It is a game that anybody can win. Either side can actually win this game. Oh, what a day. What a game. These two sides have given us something to cheer about today. It hasn't lacked drama. This is Kulis, and I'm looking at his girls do something great. Our host for the 2024-2025 Nwfl Premiership Super 6. Looking keenly, trying to support his girls. The fans are out as we're about to see a change now coming. And it is Olashiwami Ogundele being taken off. And coming in to replace her is Fagbero Daniela, who comes in.
Fagbero Daniela.
Ogundele has put in a good shift.
Definitely. The MVP for the Nubi Games in 2022. Had a season to remember and a game to remember too today. And she'll be hoping that her teammates can hang on. If they're not going to win outrightly, they can hang on to this point that they fought so hard for in the last 89 minutes.
Well, it is seconds now till the 90. While we await Samiat Mustafa, fourth official, to raise the board and to indicate how many minutes will be added. Well, we hear 3, but we would wait. Would wait for her to lift up her scoreboard, or rather a board, to indicate how many more minutes we have in this very engaging and entertaining fixture. A game that hasn't lacked drama. And the two sides have taken the game to each other. 3 minutes added. We heard correctly. 3 minutes is enough time for these two sides to hurt each other, Joey.
I mean, and that's going to be heartbreaking for either side to concede after the 90. Beautiful shifts from Isigo there to deny Janet anything positive from that run of play.
Oh, it is, of course, Oluchi Haigulang who won that one, trying to send the cross into the box, finding her teammates. But it is astute defending from Remo Stars who would clear their lines. And here they go now. Cleared out by Nasarawa's defense now. Oh, my world. We can't keep up with this because it's action-packed and end-to-end. That's a foul.
That's definitely a foul.
Nasarawa wins the foul. It is another change this time. It is Omosui who is being off, and in her stead is Marilyn Asian, who is coming to replace her. 16 for 26. Another change. Changes are coming in thick and fast. The coaches are looking for something. Omasuyi Ayowumi, she's off now for Nasarawa Amazons, and Marilyn Asian comes in her stead now. She's barely played in the Super 6.
Yeah. But she'll look to make her mark in the final minutes of the seconds of this game, if you ask me. And hoping that our introduction would not be... That was a tackle, timely.
Carlo Dominion looks like she didn't come with a yellow card today. She didn't come with a card.
That was a nasty tackle there.
Yes, it is. Probably because she got the ball too, so the referee wouldn't want to bring out a yellow card. But probably she forgot about them at home.
Well, let someone just do it. maybe an act of indiscretion. Maybe we'll see that come out.
Ball in the box. Rebel Stars now a strikeout. Oh my days.
And they're appealing for a handball there, but
Okay, so she's a strike. Just above the goalpost. She was asking for handball. Let's look at that again. Okay, so she's cross. There was nothing to that, was there?
but there was a handball in the box.
That's not handball. That came off the shoulders. When was that?
It's dropped on the hand of trying to see the player.
If it's a shot to the hand, that's not handball. Because except she makes a hand extraordinarily big.
I think we'll get to see that in the play later on. But for now, play continues.
It's already
Seconds.
Yes.
Seconds away from
Carlo Dominion giving us a little bit of more time in the game as Remo are approaching Amazon's box. They are in and around. Still Remo header. It is, of course, the ball still there. Hannah Ibrahim had it. Clears out again, but Nasarawa Amazons. This time it is the Kaide. Kaide has the ball. Still in and around Remo Stars. Let's try this time. Referee says it's a free kick for the Amazons. Carlo Dominion. This time it is a Chima who is brought down. Chisom Chima is down. Referee says you've got to get yourself up. We have no more time. Oh yeah, that should have been a foul already by Hannah Ibrahim. But referee didn't say that. She was already back in them. She let play continue. Chisom and Kainde were head to head. That's exactly how Chisom came down, and the referee says free kick. Time wasted tactics in play. Already added 1 extra minute to the 3 minutes added.
almost 2.
Almost 2 now.
And watch as when Momati watches keenly as hi girls doing everything, but unable to get a goal in this fixture.
The fans have seen enough. They don't think anything will happen, so they are making their way. But we've seen a lot happen in such minutes and seconds of the game. We're waiting for Dominion Carlo now to call us time. And of course, it ends all square in Ikane. A match full of nerves, of grits, and end-to-end football. But neither Remo Stars leaders nor Nasarawa Amazons could find a winner. A result that keeps the title race wide open. Both sides, of course, will feel they had chances. Both will know how fine the margins were. But of course, they are inseparable. As that will be all that we can get today at the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikene, as fans are trooped in their numbers to witness their home side, their own team, hold out against a team that is unbeaten in the Super 6. You see what has tears. I'm wondering why. You're not out yet. You're not out yet. You are still in the race. The title race is really open for all of the teams. Bayosa, Nasarawa, and Edo, as well as Remo. So it's not over until it is over, as the last match day will tell who would eventually be crowned the 2024-2025 champions. Nigeria Women's League champions. Well, yeah, to have full time, it is Remo Stars leaders 0, Nasarawa Amazons 0.
course, what would prove to be an eventful 45 minutes in this final game of match day 4 between Remo Stars Ladies and, of course, Nasarawa Amazons in this title deciding clash, or one of the title deciding clashes we're going to see in this Super 6. And it was Nasarawa Amazons who started with the first play in the second half, and of course we could see saves made by Charlotte Ajay there in a beautiful chance and a beautiful free kick in the area there, but Charlotte would not see another goal past her in this tournament, in this game. Her third clean sheet will end up being, and that was a chance for Remo Stars to go forward, but that will end up not yielding a result. Nasarawa Amazons one more chance. Charlotte would swiftly gather, and you could see Janet, who was unable to score and keep her streak of scoring every game in the Super 6, trying to battle it out with Charlotte there. But Remo Stars came close once more through top scorer Bolaji Olamide in that one, but that would be a ball meant for Shukura Bakari to hold. And in the 87th minute. And of course, final round of play, we saw Remo Stars come close through a shot by Similolua Okesiji, who came in as a substitute the second half, with some appeal for Hamburg there, but they couldn't make do of the chance they got right there. And at the end of 90, it was definitely poised that these two teams will settle for 1 point apiece. And at full time at the Remo Stars Stadium here in Ikene, it is Remo Stars 0, Nasarawa Amazons 0. And earlier on today, match day 4, we saw Edo Queens and Bielsa Queens unbeaten streak by a lone goal. Rivers Angels got their first win of the tourney by 2-0 over Nigeria Tails. And right now, we saw the first goalless draw in this competition so far between Remo Stars and, of course, Nasarawa Amazons. And the table, it is Nasarawa Amazons who are topping with 8 points. Bielsa at second, Edo Queens third with 7 points, and of course Remo Stars got another point today. Rivers Angels with 4 points, and Nigeria Tails yet to pick a point in this competition so far. Full time once more, it is Remo Stars 0, Nasarawa Amazons 0, and of course we'll bring you the next round of games on the final day on match day 5 on Saturday.